What's up, Gromer fam? Today I'm going to be doing my first ride impression of the 300 swap. I actually did have a better first ride impression. We recorded it in Pocatello, but the tune was just not very great on it. You better let me in, motherfucker. Anyway, so the tune wasn't very good when I was in Pocatello. It was running like trash. I just was kind of underwhelmed by everything going on with it, and like I had auto-tune on, and I just thought maybe it had something to do with that. But then we took it to the California Bay Area takeover, and that's when I knew something wasn't right. The tune was just awful. It was highlighted even worse down at sea level. It just ran horrible, and I basically couldn't do any wheelies at the Bay Area takeover because of how bad it was running. So those videos will be coming out eventually. You'll get to see some cool content from them. It's just mostly me recording all my friends doing cool shit, and only like a couple of wheelies from me, but overall it's still some quality content. But this is basically like my first ride. I mean, I've been riding it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks now, back and forth to work and whatnot. I actually took my cage off the back of it though. More on that in another video. But she's great. She's fast. Like, I think that was 5th gear at like 30, and it just pulls like a freight train. I do kind of have stunt gearing on it though, so I can't really do a top speed test, but it's quick. The other thing that's quick though is the fuel consumption. The fuel consumption on this is kind of not great, honestly. I think I can get about 60 miles out of a tank, and that's running it dry. So, you know, realistically like 55 miles out of a tank. And you know, it weighs a little bit more. You know, there's a lot of cons, but you know, the pro is it's incredibly fast. You know, it's faster than most cars on the road, up to probably 50 miles an hour. You know, so I mean, it absolutely rips. That was 46 miles an hour right there. So, you know, the Grom would take forever, the stock Grom would take forever to get up to that kind of speed, and this thing just like instantly gets there basically, you know. So, but yeah, I thought I'd just give you a quick little rundown on my way to work. I'll probably explain more on my ride back home about it. Yeah, I mean, overall I like it. I'm still kind of thinking maybe this isn't exactly what I wanted, because I did actually get another bike. I'll explain that in another video, and I might get rid of this. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of tormented with it, so if anybody wants to buy a 300 swap, hit me up. Just keep in mind I do live in Idaho, so there's that. Yeah, anyway, I'll talk about it a little bit more later. So, yes, I am thinking about selling the 300. I love it, honestly. It's fucking awesome, honestly. Like, it's great. great. I love it to death, okay? Like, there's nothing bad about it other than like the gas mileage, but for stunting, it's just not feasible. It's a little bit too much for stunting. You can. I was starting to figure out slow, like, circle wheelie stuff on it, but it's just a handful, you know? I want something that's easy to stunt, like the Grom, at least at the lot, you know? And then if I'm doing street stuff, you know, I think I'd rather just have like a big bike. And I haven't decided what that's going to be yet, and even if that's going to be something anytime soon, but I have a lot of debt I need to take care of, and I can probably sell this and get pretty much all of my debt taken care of, and then I can focus more on trying to improve my life, you know. I want to make more money, and I don't know if that's going to happen here in Idaho Falls, so I want to make life changes so that I can afford and do things better, you know, and support my family better. So that's kind of the reasoning behind why I'm thinking about selling it. If I do sell it, I am keeping these plastics. I will get different plastics for it, but they'll still look good. I'll probably do like white or something, I don't know. That tire is like loud. That's my coworkers right there in that van. So anyway, so yeah, it's super fun to ride. It's quick. I love how fast it is. It sounds pretty decent. I wish it was a little quieter. I have an alright muffler on there, but it definitely could use something a little bit bigger. I've got the silencer in the muffler too. And yeah, you know, it sounds pretty decent, you know. It's got the A-Racer Mini 5 with the AF1 auto tuner, so it's got a standalone. You can do the two-step and backfire and all that stuff. I have all that turned off because it was just kind of loud and obnoxious. And now, I mean, it runs great. At idle, like sometimes if you do this shit with the throttle, it will die, but as we're driving along here, like, I have no problems at all. I mean, it gets up and goes, you know, so I'd like for it to go to a good home if I do end up selling it, and then I can kind of make some good life changes and hopefully come back better with a different bike, you know, different cameras, that kind of stuff. Like, we don't make any money off the channel yet. We're probably years out from even having something like that happen. So, you know, I do everything like this out of pocket, and it's expensive. I mean, building this thing is expensive. I'm going to take a pretty big loss on it if I sell it, but it's just ultimately not exactly what I personally wanted. Like, most people who are getting into Groms, this is perfect, honestly. Like, they get on Groms, they ride them for like 300 miles, and they sell it because they don't like how slow it is, so. I know. So there's a pretty good look at what it's like to ride this thing. It's fucking quick. It's fun. Gas mileage is awful. I'll show you how many miles I've gotten to this tank. I do have a speedo healer on this too, so the mileage is pretty darn accurate, and it's not great. When I first started the bike, that the gas light was actually flashing. That's pretty normal for Groms. They usually flash and then come back on. Oh, there it goes. Now it's flashing again. And I have 30 miles to this tank. So, not great. Definitely not great at all.
There is a way you can, here, let me turn this thing off. There is one guy that can take the tank and expand it a little bit. I don't know how much bigger it makes it, but I think it makes it so you can have about 100 miles to a tank, thereabouts. So it's kind of almost like the stock Grom again, in terms of range. But I don't know how much it costs or anything. I thought about doing it myself, but you know, whenever I go out and stunt, I'm riding this bad boy. So you guys haven't seen this yet. This is, I named it Clappy, the Clapper. Actually, I didn't name that. I shouldn't say that. The previous owner named it Clappy. And this is my dedicated stunt bike. It's got a stock exhaust, stock engine, with just like, you know, normal stunt stuff in it, like clutch springs, oil pump, all that. I got my handbrake on there, my one finger clutch, all that stuff, bars, you know. And it's ugly, and it's perfect for the stunt lot. And I always just take this out to the stunt lot, because anytime I'm riding the 300, the whole time in the back of my head, I'm just worried I'm gonna drop it and break it, and all the money and everything I put into it, it's not fun to me anymore, you know. I'm just stressed about it. Whereas with this, I don't care. Like, if something happens to it, you know, whatever. Like, even yesterday I had it on the kickstand and it wasn't cooperating, so I just let it lay down. Like, I didn't care. It scratched it, like, whatever, you know. So yeah, these are the two bikes I have now, and this one might be going. So, but you know, just hit me up if you have an offer for it. I'll probably get some plastics and make a for sale post sometime soon. I'm gonna keep all the plastics. I might throw on stock rear sets too. I'm not sure yet. I might include those. I don't know. We'll see. That front fender is definitely coming with me. It's got not all, but it's got a lot of the, you know, channels and Instagrams of people that have inspired me, or like friends, like Mini Rascals. Shout out to him. He's making dope shit on Instagram. Might get another number plate because I like the Ahaga one on here. So, but that's kind of the ideas I have tumbling in my head right now. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think. I know it's kind of sad to see, you know, my first Grom go, but you know, I'm a father now. I need to take care of some debt and help better my family situation. So I'll still be riding, obviously, and still be making content, but I think it's time for me and this project to unfortunately part ways. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you want me to sell it. I hear you. I probably will still sell it, but I don't know. We'll see. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.